Alright, so we have our translucent soap all set in place. Got 30.2 ounces. Recipe calls for 2 pounds, but I like to go just a little bit over. So the majority of it is the translucent, but then we add in a bit of opaque. Let's see, that there would be about 4 ounces. How much do I have here? Let's go with that. So 5.4 ounces of opaque. You want to measure before you start melting, of course, because that makes it easier, and I just like to use the container because then just bring it right over to the double boiler and let it start doing its thing. Really nice thing about the double boiler is that you don't really need to have it on a very high setting in order for it to work. You don't need a lot of heat. The enclosed space in between, I think, is really what helps with that. So now we're going to go ahead and let that melt. Put away our scale, of course. Because the soap's the only thing that gets measured by weight. Even though it's kind of overflowing right now, it'll all condense down in there as it melts and takes up the empty space in between them. Nice thing about using soap is as you're using the base materials and it gets on your hands, it washes right off, all nice and clean. So from here I'm going to go ahead and gather up our dye, which really just looks like food coloring, but it is soap dye. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the essential oil as well, but I'm going to try to keep it away from the heat because, of course, it's a little more sensitive to this sort of stuff. Bottle of essential oil. Purple dye. And we'll call that good for now. Turn it back on when it's melted a bit more.